What's up, y'all? I'm installing bags on Austin's car today. I'm gonna take you guys along with me. So if you don't know what bags are, it basically gets the car to air out just like that and just like that. Basically, it's literally just a bag that compresses and drops the car on the floor. So normally I split up the work in 2 days. The first day I take apart the stock suspension and I set up the tank and the compressor. And the second day I ran the lines and power and put the new air suspension on. All right, I got the wheels off, but man, look at Austin. Burnout Central over here. But take out the front. We need to take those 2 bolts off and then the 3 on the top right here. And that'll basically drop that. Obviously you want to disconnect the vertical arm right here, disconnect this brake line so it doesn't get snapped. But after that, that should all just drop, basically drop this down, and then that pulls right out. All right, y'all, so I had to take the caliper and the rotor off because those bolts are rusted. A lot of times you can just take that nut off and hammer and it'll come off, but this one's really rusted. So here's my breaker bar. Hopefully it breaks loose. Holy crap, bro. Shit, that's my breaker bar. All right, so for the rear, just gotta take the strut out. So these 2 bolts, I think those are 17s, and then those 2 bolts right here. And then you gotta take out this bracket so you can drop the subframe, which will then allow you to drop that spring. All right, now drop the subframe. It's 2 bolts. Obviously support the subframe first. All right, and just like that, all the stock suspension's out. So for today, I'm done out here in the garage. It's kind of getting dark anyway, but I'm gonna try and finish the actual setup. All right, so for the tank setup in the trunk, I have a black piece of wood that I put all the setup on. So I have the tank in the back and the 2 compressors, kind of something like that, so it looks clean. Never mind my part storage room right there, but this connects right there. You plug that one, and you have that purge system valve right there where you plug it in, and if you want to purge the system with the water, or if you want to emergency fill up the tank with a pump right there. And you hold everything down with bolts here and here. All right, y'all, it's day 2. And today I'm going to be putting the rest of the bags on. So I already went ahead and ran the lines for the front. The front's pretty easy. You don't got to put anything together. Just run the line and then tighten it. And the rear is a little tricky. You just have to put the bag set up together in a specific order. And if you mess up, you kind of got to start over. But other than that, it's really not too bad. All right, so here's what a finished product of the rear bag looks like. The airline will be connected right there. The hardest part about the rear bags is you're gonna have to screw that bolt right there to this nut. The tricky part is that this nut is going to have to fit in right here, which means you won't be able to hold it from the other side. So it's basically gonna be hanging down like that, and you're just gonna have to thread in that screw and hope it doesn't move. This part normally takes the longest. All right, quick update. The bag and the bolt right here is in. I just got to tighten it, and I went ahead and I made this hole bigger, so there's already a factory hole here. Get yourself one of these, gets the job done. And I tapped into the grommet that's already in the car right there, and that'll run straight into the manifold right here. But let me button up this side and we'll go from there. All right, y'all, quick little update. This side's done. I still have that side and the 2 fronts. The fronts are easy. All I gotta do now is just run the lines and power and then put on the new struts. So all the sides are done, but this one, I left this one the last because I'm gonna be running the airline and the power through this grommet right here through the car. And then I'm gonna run it from here all the way up there. And then basically from the inside, it's a little messy right now, but you gotta take apart the interior. You run the lines all the way through here and then through that grommet right there. All right, so it's 8 o'clock right now. All the suspension parts are in, all the lines are ran and connected. The power I just ran through the front. and in the back, but I have not spliced the wires and connected anything yet. So now all I have left is to actually splice the wires, connect them, and then bring in the air tank and splice the wires for that and connect all this mess right here. Rear. All right, first start. Let's go. And just like that, the car is done. Look how awesome that looks. My old wheels on Gen 3 look amazing. I love the fitment. It's really aggressive. Like, look at that. And look how clean the trunk setup came out. Alright, now to wait and see how Austin's reaction is.